It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It's going to be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
No game.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Meredith. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll buy some time right, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tackle made at the
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Spinning away. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, when this play was called, I don't believe the offense saw it going quite the way that it did. Read option to the left, and the defense was more than prepared and blew it up in a big way on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1.
Nothing.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
The kicker on.
A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 32.
Give him 32 on the play. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
And the Bills first
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handed out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bills get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
At the 45-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Quickly completed to the right flat. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
88. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to try and go deep again, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And fights through one man.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 28.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for
both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
the tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Second and 13. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Meredith. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That's complete to Meredith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
First down, Bill.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, 3rd down here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own
the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best.
Exactly.
Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
12 more yards there and another first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Here's Hardman to return.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough that time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
At the 40-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Taken down at the 11.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meredith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run. It's Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2. At the Bills.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.